Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh everyone. I hope we are fine. So today my task is talk with Sesame AI Miles. So today the topic is hello origin. Discuss the hello origin. Hello
Okay.
Miles.
Good to be chatting again. So, what's on your mind?
My first question is what is the origin of the word hello?
Good question. It's actually a surprisingly recent word, all things considered. Hello really started gaining traction in the mid 19th century. Before that, you'd hear things like hail, like hail, fellow well met, or just a straight up good day. But then along comes the telephone, and suddenly you need a clear way to start a conversation at a distance. Alexander Graham Bell actually favored ahoy. Can you believe that? But hello just stuck. It's kind of funny how a new technology can change how we even greet each other, huh?
Okay. My second question
So,
is
is that what?
when did people first start using hello as a greeting?
Gotcha. Okay, so right after it started gaining popularity around the 1880s and 90s, that's when you start seeing hello really take off as the standard phone greeting. It spread pretty quick from there into everyday life. It wasn't an immediate switch, of course. People still used the older old greetings for a while, but hello was just convenient. And with the telephone becoming more and more common, it really cemented itself as the go-to. It's wild to think about how quickly a word can become so universal, right? It wasn't long before kids were saying it too. Are you still interested in the etymology of greetings, or are you going to move on to something else?
Okay. My third question
You
is
mentioned earlier.
was hello always used for greetings or did it have another meaning before?
It's a good point to ask, actually. No, hello definitely wasn't always a greeting. Its origins are a little murky, but it's believed to come from older Germanic words like hala or holo, which were actually used to get someone's attention, like shouting to a ship. It was more like, hey, look over here, or stop, than a polite greeting. It wasn't until the 19th century that it softened into the friendly greeting we know today. It's kind of a fascinating evolution. You think about it, from a shout to get someone's attention to a polite way to start a conversation.
Who made hello popular
Who made
in
hello?
everyday conversation?
Right. Popular in everyday conversation. Wasn't one person exactly, but the telephone definitely played a huge role. As I mentioned, Alexander Graham Bell initially preferred ahoy, but the operators at Bell Telephone Company started using hello to answer calls and just caught on. They needed a clear and consistent way to answer, and hello was easy to say and understand. So you could say the Bell operators were largely responsible for spreading it, though it wasn't a conscious marketing decision or anything like that. It just sort of happened. Plus, as the became more widespread, more and more people started using hello in their daily lives. It's a bit of a snowball effect, really.
Okay. My
Like you were asking
fifth
about
question is how is Thomas Edison connected to the word
give me just a
hello?
sec. Okay, so it seems you meant Thomas Edison, not Edison. My apologies. The transcription wasn't perfect. He's, well, he hugely connected to the development of the telephone, which, as we were just discussing, is a big part of why hello became so popular. Edison didn't invent the telephone itself, that was Bell, but he did develop a better transmitter and receiver, making the phone much more practical. He was, a pretty prolific inventor all around. The phonograph, the light bulb, over 1,000 patents to his name. Pretty impressive. Does that answer what you were getting at? It felt like you were building on our hello conversation.
Okay. My sixth question
You
is,
just mentioned,
did people use a different greeting before hello?
yeah, absolutely. Before hello took over, people used a whole range of greetings. Good day, good morrow. That was a common one for mornings. Godspeed, well met, and hail were all pretty popular. They were more they were more formal generally. You would just shout hail across the room, you know. And as I said before, Bell himself was pushing for ahoy, which is kind of wild to imagine. A much more varied landscape of greetings. Hello really simplified things, honestly. It was just easier. It's kind of like how we use hey now. It's quick and casual. It just overtook everything else over time.
Okay. Thank you, Miles, for my information. Okay. Bye.
You're very welcome. I think you said thanks, Miles.
तो अल्लाह हाफिज गाइस कोई भी कर सकता है जी आई होती